Dear friends, amaranth, a cheap, common vegetable that almost every household eats. Everyone thinks eating amaranth is good for the liver, helps enrich the blood, and benefits overall health. But few people know that if eaten the wrong way, this seemingly harmless vegetable can quietly damage the kidneys, cause painful joints, and even accelerate aging. What's more concerning is that many people are still eating amaranth in this dangerous way every single day without realizing it. So, what exactly is hidden behind this familiar dish? How should we eat amaranth to truly benefit our health? And what are the things we absolutely must not overlook? Please stay with me until the end of today's video to fully understand, so you can eat the right way, live healthier, and avoid regrettable mistakes. I wish you all good health, joy, and peace every day. And if you find these sharings useful, please leave a comment and subscribe to the channel so I'll have more motivation to continue bringing valuable knowledge to help you live healthier and longer. Dear friends, before diving deeper into today's main topic, let me share a bit so you can better understand the nutritional components of amaranth. This is a rustic, inexpensive, and easy-to-grow vegetable, yet inside it hides an abundance of nutrients we often don't expect. First of all, amaranth contains a fairly high amount of vitamin A, which helps maintain vision, brighten the eyes, prevent dryness, and also supports smoother, more radiant skin. Next is vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that strengthens immunity, helps wounds heal faster, and supports iron absorption from food. In addition, amaranth also contains vitamin E, often called the skin vitamin, which fights free radicals, slows down aging, and reduces wrinkles and dark spots. Not only that, the B vitamins in amaranth play an important role in maintaining energy, supporting the nervous system and memory, helping you feel more alert and less fatigued. When it comes to minerals, amaranth is a precious natural source of calcium. This calcium helps keep bones strong and prevents osteoporosis, a problem very common in middle-aged and elderly people. Then there's iron, an essential component for producing red blood cells, improving anemia, and giving your skin a healthier glow. The magnesium in amaranth helps regulate muscle and nerve activity while also supporting deeper, better quality sleep. Meanwhile, potassium helps regulate blood pressure, balance fluids in the body, and reduce strain on the heart and kidneys. Not stopping there, amaranth is also rich in fiber, which promotes bowel movements, prevents constipation, and protects a healthy gut microbiome. What's special is that in red amaranth, you'll see a purplish red color. That's thanks to anthocyanins, a very powerful antioxidant. Science has proven that anthocyanins can help protect the heart, slow cellular aging, prevent DNA damage, and reduce the risk of cancer cell formation. Looking at these nutrients, you can see that although amaranth is simple and rustic, it actually holds a treasure trove of valuable nutrition. When eaten correctly, amaranth helps brighten skin, cool the body from within, improve blood circulation, and strengthen bones and joints. It's not by chance that many people call amaranth the vegetable of health, but precisely because people think it's completely harmless. Many end up eating it the wrong way, and that's when something nourishing can become a burden on the kidneys and joints. This is the key point I want to share in detail with you today, so you can clearly understand and avoid unfortunate mistakes. The first thing to note is for those who have kidney stones or are at risk of developing them. Amaranth contains a lot of oxalate compounds. Once inside the body, oxalates tend to bind with calcium in food or in the blood, forming tiny crystals. These crystals settle in the kidneys and, over time, clump together into stones. If you already have stones, eating a lot of amaranth will make them grow faster, causing back pain, abdominal pain, painful urination, or even urinary tract blockages. The scientific mechanism here is that calcium oxalate does not dissolve in urine when its concentration is too high. It precipitates, sticks together, and becomes the nucleus of a stone. This is exactly why people with kidney disease or urinary stones need to be extremely cautious when eating amaranth. Not only the kidneys, those suffering from gout also need to be careful. Amaranth contains a certain amount of purines, which, once inside the body, are metabolized into uric acid. If uric acid levels in the blood rise too high, urate crystals deposit in the joints, causing inflammation, swelling, redness, and severe pain. For someone with gout, eating a lot of amaranth is like pouring gasoline on a fire, making flare-ups even worse. Another common mistake is thinking that combining amaranth with seafood such as crab, shrimp, or shellfish makes it more nutritious. In fact, this is an unfavorable combination. Seafood is rich in calcium, and when it meets oxalates from amaranth, it increases calcium oxalate deposits in the kidneys. This mechanism further accelerates stone formation and overloads the kidneys. According to traditional Eastern medicine, amaranth should also not be eaten with soft-shelled turtle meat, because this combination can produce toxins that cause digestive disorders, bloating, and nausea. In addition, there is one habit many families have that I want to emphasize: eating leftover amaranth the next day. Amaranth naturally contains nitrates, which are harmless, but once cooked and left for a long time, especially overnight, nitrates convert into nitrites. Nitrites can oxidize hemoglobin in the blood into methemoglobin, which makes red blood cells lose their ability to carry oxygen. Those who eat it may feel tired, dizzy, and short of breath. Even more dangerous, when nitrites combine with amines from food, they can form nitrosamines, compounds that many studies confirm as increasing the risk of stomach and liver cancer. Therefore, cooked amaranth should be eaten the same day and absolutely not kept overnight. Another issue to note is eating too much amaranth in one meal. Amaranth is high in fiber, which is good for digestion. But if eaten excessively, especially for those with weak stomachs or frequent bloating, the excess fiber can actually cause indigestion, heaviness, and discomfort. Instead of helping digestion, it creates the opposite effect. However, this doesn't mean amaranth is dangerous. On the contrary, if combined properly, its value is even greater. For instance, amaranth goes very well when cooked with shrimp or field crabs. This combination is both naturally sweet and refreshing while also adding easily absorbed calcium and animal protein, great for bones, growing children, and even the elderly dealing with osteoporosis. Amaranth cooked with loofah or pumpkin is also excellent, as the natural sweetness of these vegetables blends with amaranth to create a light, vitamin-rich, and easy-to-digest dish. For those with anemia, traditional remedies suggest cooking amaranth with pork or chicken liver to increase iron intake and improve dizziness or lightheadedness. In short, amaranth truly is a valuable vegetable. Eaten the wrong way, it can cause illness, but eaten correctly and wisely, it becomes both food and medicine, helping improve circulation, strengthen bones and joints, brighten skin, and cool the body from within. Dear friends, in order for amaranth to truly bring out its full nutritional value, let me share a few practical tips that you can apply right away in daily life. When buying amaranth at the market, you should choose young, fresh bundles with green leaves, thin stems, and no signs of pests or bruising. Good amaranth has tender stems that snap crisply when bent. If the stems are old and fibrous, they'll be tough when cooked and lose their natural sweetness. As for preparation, amaranth can be made into soup, boiled, stir-fried, or even blended into smoothies when it comes to red amaranth. For soup, you should cook it just until done. Avoid overcooking, which can destroy vitamins. If boiling, you can eat the leaves right away. The boiling water depends on your health. For those at risk of kidney stones, it's best to discard it. But for healthy people, that broth can be a very refreshing drink. Stir-frying amaranth with garlic helps preserve its flavor while adding antibacterial benefits. As for red amaranth, you can juice it. It not only enriches the blood but also makes the skin look more rosy and radiant. The timing of consumption also matters. Amaranth is cooling and easy to digest. so it's best eaten at lunch or in the afternoon. In the evening, especially for those with weak stomachs, it's better not to eat too much, as the high fiber content can cause bloating and indigestion. For a meal that's both delicious and nutritious, you can cook amaranth soup with fresh shrimp. The mild sweetness of the amaranth blends with the rich sweetness of shrimp to create a light, cooling dish perfect for hot summer days. Another simple option is boiled amaranth served with ginger fish sauce, light, refreshing, and easy to prepare. With red amaranth, you can juice it and add a little honey, making a natural drink that nourishes the blood and beautifies the skin. Dear friends, many people often ask, who should eat amaranth? And who should limit it? Let me break it down clearly. For those in good health, especially people who often feel overheated, constipated, anemic, postpartum women, or the elderly who start showing signs of osteoporosis, amaranth is truly a wonderful gift. Eating it regularly not only helps cool the body and detoxify, but also supplies iron for better circulation, calcium for stronger bones and joints, and helps reduce aches and pains as we age. Those who suffer from insomnia, stress, or fatigue can also benefit, because the magnesium in amaranth helps relax the nervous system and improve sleep quality. However, not everyone can freely enjoy this vegetable. Those with kidney stones or a history of urinary tract stones should be cautious, as the oxalates in amaranth may speed up stone formation. People with gout should also avoid it, since the purine content can raise uric acid levels in the blood, leading to painful flare-ups. Those with weak stomachs or frequent bloating should not eat too much in one meal either, because the high fiber content can cause discomfort. Another important point is how to eat it. Although amaranth is nutritious, if eaten the wrong way, its benefits can turn into harm. You should eat it in moderation. About 2 to 3 times a week is reasonable. Cooked amaranth should be eaten fresh during the meal and never kept overnight, because nitrates in the vegetable can turn into nitrites over time, harmful to the blood and, in the long run, increasing the risk of cancer. For those prone to kidney stones, you can boil amaranth and discard the water, reducing oxalates while still keeping the fiber and nutrients in the leaves. And remember, don't combine amaranth with calcium-rich seafood like crab or shrimp, because this combination can form calcium oxalate crystals, which strain the kidneys. One more small but important note: diversify your daily diet. Don't rely solely on one type of vegetable. By alternating amaranth with other greens, your body receives a more balanced range of nutrients, avoiding an excess of some and deficiency of others. In short, amaranth is tasty, nutritious, and affordable, but the key is understanding how to eat it properly. Eaten the right way, it becomes a healing food that brightens skin, improves blood circulation, strengthens bones, and refreshes the body. But eaten the wrong way, this familiar vegetable can become a burden on your kidneys, joints, and overall health. Dear friends, speaking of eating amaranth the right way, I'm reminded of a case with Mr. Wah, my old neighbor. He's now over 60, generally in good health, but often suffered from back pain and painful urination, because he thought amaranth was cooling, nourishing, and inexpensive. He cooked it almost every day, sometimes even eating it for all 3 meals. At first, he felt healthier and had a better appetite, but after a while, his back pain worsened, urination became more difficult, and his joints swelled up red. When he went for a checkup, doctors discovered he had kidney stones along with gout. The doctor explained that eating too much amaranth unintentionally raised the levels of oxalates and uric acid in his body, making his condition more serious. After that, Mr. Wah had to adjust his diet, cutting down heavily on amaranth and replacing it with other vegetables like mustard greens, water spinach, and Malabar spinach. When he did eat amaranth, it was only a small amount, boiled and with the cooking water discarded to reduce oxalates. Thanks to that, his health gradually stabilized, his back pain eased and the joint swelling improved. Mr. Ho's story is a clear reminder. Amaranth is truly valuable. But eaten the wrong way, it can turn harmful. So, dear friends, don't take it lightly. Use it in moderation and in the right way to reap its benefits and avoid the risks. From that story, I believe you can clearly see that amaranth is truly a gift from nature. A humble vegetable that carries so much value for health. Eaten properly, amaranth helps cool the body, detoxify, enrich the blood, strengthen bones, brighten the skin, and slow aging. But eaten incorrectly, it can instead become a burden on the kidneys, the joints, and bring unnecessary troubles to the body. The important thing isn't eating a lot, but eating with understanding, eating the right way and for the right people. Just by making small adjustments in daily habits, amaranth can become a natural remedy that helps you live healthier, longer, and with peace of mind. I wish you abundant health, lightness, and serenity every day. If you found today's sharing useful, please leave a comment below. Share your own experience, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so we can continue this journey together, discovering valuable natural secrets for a healthy and happy life. Goodbye, and see you again in the next video.